Don't touch my fucking legs.
Bro, what am I supposed to do? We don't exactly got space here, bro.
I don't know. Just like back up a little bit.
Nah, that's crazy.
No, you good. You can
Like
touch my
this.
legs. You put your hands on my
I don't even
legs.
want to touch you anymore.
Oh my god.
You want to do the intro or should I?
You got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 4 of the Listen to This podcast. I'm joined by my main man Tyler.
What's up?
I am Toka, and we are back for a new episode. Sorry that we didn't upload last week.
That's my bad.
Last week we had to skip.
It's my bad.
But to make it up to you guys, we got a the first ever in-person episode of the podcast. Hopefully many more of these to come. And we're just going to have a good time. We have a lot of music these last 2 weeks to talk about, and we're not going to even cover everything. And a little bit of basketball too. So
Yes, sir.
yeah. What album do you want to get started with?
I just kind of remember we have the Tylerr one, right?
Yes.
We didn't talk about that.
We didn't talk about the deluxe
Tylerr.
album. Yeah, so
Yeah.
go ahead, Tyler. Talk
Alright,
about
cool.
Tyler. Yeah, go for it, dude.
That is true. I don't know where to start.
Yep.
Like, honestly, even from the single that he dropped, Dogtooth was really, really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of my favorite parts about the deluxe was the visuals that he put out,
For sure.
especially for Sorry Not Sorry. I
Yep.
think that's obviously the biggest one.
Yep.
That song and Wharf Talk and Stuntman with Vince Staples was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just feel like it was like exactly what we wanted and needed after hearing like a lot of the leaks that we were hearing,
For
like
sure.
the demos and stuff like that. It was just perfect. It was really cool. Yeah, I'm extremely happy. I don't know what else he's gonna put out for us.
Absolutely.
I'm hearing talk like this is the end of like the Tyler the Creator like type of era, like that kind of persona that he had. What we saw like at the end of the Sorry Not Sorry.
When he kills the Call Me If You Get Lost era Tyler. Yeah.
So now we don't know what the fuck he's gonna do.
Yep. I think that's so exciting just for the future of Tyler, right? And hopefully that album is something that's already finished and we're getting this year. But Sorry Not Sorry definitely is probably the best music video of the year so far.
Oh yeah.
Definitely
One of the best verses.
One of the best verses of the year. Super creative concept for the video. And overall just super well executed, like all Tyler things tend to be. And what's so cool about Tyler is that I feel like every time that he drops, it feels so refreshing. Like I feel like when he drops music, it's like you just know it's gonna be good. Like I have complete trust that if Tyler's dropping, okay, I'm gonna really enjoy it.
I like that you pointed to me.
Great, because you do great.
When
Your
I'm
music,
dropping,
when you drop, I know.
when I drop, it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
especially like on next Friday or something. But anyways. Yeah. I was really, really happy with the deluxe. Like you said, it's always going to be good. No matter what, if it's like his own thing, if it's a feature, because he did a feature on the Drama album as well.
Yeah, the intro track for Legendary.
Which is obviously
also
amazing.
really good. Yep.
Like, Tyler is just one of those artists that he's always going to do something quality because that's just who he is. He's a perfectionist at heart, as all musicians really should be. And yeah, you can just hear it in the writing, in the emotion that he brings, especially on Sorry Not Sorry. But songs like What a Day as well. Heaven to Me.
Oh yeah, Heaven to Me was great.
Really, really cool.
Some of his best writing, like honestly, you know what I mean? That was really cool seeing him push his pen like that. And just like you said with Tyler about being a perfectionist, I remember seeing on Twitter, I think he said that Boyfriend and Girlfriend didn't end up being on the original version of Call Me If You Get Lost because he couldn't figure the bridge out. So it's just really cool, like to see like little things like that where this is an artist who cares so much about the quality of his work that he's willing to just not even put this out until he's got it right. Like he knows that he has to figure it out, get it perfect, and once he does, that's when he's gonna give it to
For
us.
real. And I really like the main thing, like when I was hearing these, was like, how did these not make the cut? I was like, how the fuck did Sorry Not Sorry not make the cut? How did Stuntman not make the cut? Because honestly, I would have been okay with a Lemon Drop being replaced with something like Stuntman.
Absolutely.
Like,
or even like What a Day. What a Day is one of my personal favorites. That's a Madlib beat, which was so cool to hear.
Really, really sick.
I think, interesting fact, I think that sample is the same sample used on Boblo Boat with Royce da 5'9" and J. Cole.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, we would have to listen to
go
it.
back, yeah.
I will double check and correct myself when I'm editing this to make sure that that's the case. But I'm almost positive, like 99% sure. And when I was listening to that, I was like, yo, that's crazy. And this felt like, once again, just super high level rapping. Great, like, lyricism, storytelling, something like Heaven to Me, where he goes through 3 different verses of different ages in his life and the 3 different perspectives of, like, what heaven is to him at that time or what he thinks it will be. Like, things like that is just, I don't know, it was super cool and super refreshing to see someone who's still being creative, still giving us great rapping, great flows, great lyrics over really high-level production. And you can't expect anything less from Tylerr. Tylerr always does that, so it was awesome.
Yeah, shout out Tylerr, the creator.
Shout out Tylerr, the creator. Speaking of Tylerr's, since this is going to be out on Friday.
Oh, that's right.
Tell the people about your single, bro.
Yeah, I got a single, a new song that I've been working on. Kind of out of the blue, like I just kind of heard the beat and I was like, oh, I fucking love that shit. And I got it. Started rapping on it, right into it, then rapping on it. And I'm really happy with how it came out. So it's called Line Up. It's the second single off my next album.
Let's go.
That I'm not going to talk about yet.
Shit, guys.
Shut up. Yeah. So that's out today.
Woo,
so yeah, I hope you guys check it out. I hope you listen to it.
Go listen to it. I haven't even heard it yet. I've only heard the teasers.
Yeah, you ain't gonna hear it.
His Instagram, fire. Already sounds crazy. Flow sound crazy. Beat sounds insane too. You're rapping on that same sample, I think, that Kanye and Pharrell heard in the.
Is that?
I think so. They were at like a fashion show and that song was playing.
Yeah. I remember the one.
And they were playing that sample.
I didn't know that was the sample.
Well, yeah, when I heard it, when you were just teasing the beat at first before you showed any of the rapping on Instagram, I was like, oh, it's the same sample from the thing. I was like,
I didn't know that. That's cool.
It's really cool. Yeah, really, really cool. So definitely make sure you go listen to that right now. Feel free to stop the podcast. Go listen to that.
Yes, sir.
I think you know I love you. 17 the number for you. That's why I started rapping on it. 17 seconds, that's all I'm asking for is a minute of your time and most to make the bliss feel like the most wonderful experience of my life.
What was the other album that came out last week?
The Larry June one?
Larry June and The Alchemist, The Great Escape.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed that one. I thought it was really cool. I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the Tylerr one, I think.
Yeah.
But once again, Alchemist kills on production. Beats
and
are
rapping.
crazy. Samples crazy. And the rapping.
Larry
June, this is one of my first times like listening to him like for a full album.
Mm-hmm.
And he just delivered with a super relaxed, super chill, luxurious, kind of West Coast at times. Just really cool vibe. I think my favorite song off there was probably The Solid Plan with Action Bronson, who also gave a really cool verse.
We need more Action Bronson. Big Sean that
also
was my
surprised me
track.
with a really cool one.
That was my favorite track.
If you like really cool, chill, soulful production, go for it. That album is for you. Really, really, really cool record. I really like the world that they create on there. They clearly knew what they were going for.
I mean, yeah, Palisade, California. It felt felt exactly like that. It was amazing.
I think that sometimes the subject matter can get a little bit repetitive.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't really have complaints about the album. Like, it's really solid.
It's just a very vibey, like, go for a drive type of album.
For sure.
Like, you can just listen to these. Even if you like hip hop and like dissecting lyrics, you could just like listen to this on the drive. Like, in the warm weather that we're now getting on the East Coast.
Yep.
Like, I feel like I'm gonna be bumping this all summer, and it's gonna be a good time. Like that Big Sean track. Like, I've been really wanting more of those types of Big Sean verses.
For sure.
Especially after Detroit 2. He did deliver some of those, but it's like I need a whole album for like just the soulful rap verses from Big Sean.
I think Detroit 2 is probably, in my opinion, like Big Sean's best album. And it makes me really excited. Like, for me personally, it's my favorite. I'll say it's my favorite.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's probably my favorite, and it made me like really want like to hear more from him. Like it really does. And now hearing this verse again, I was like, damn, I'm ready for a Big Sean album. I could use a Big Sean album.
He's definitely working.
He's a fodder now too. Yeah. Like he's I'm sure he's got a lot to talk about. So definitely looking forward to whenever that next Big Sean album is.
Yeah, shout out Big Sean.
Shout out Big Sean, man.
Wifing that up, that's crazy.
Oh, what do you mean by that? Elaborate.
So I think the next album we wanted to talk about, or the one that came out last week, I guess this week.
Yeah, I guess this week. Yeah. I think there's
the big one.
There's no other way to start than the Daniel Caesar album.
Jesus Christ.
It was incredible. Go ahead. You take the lead on this one, and I'll follow you.
That intro just blew me away.
Ochos Rios?
That
God.
blew me away. I was like, oh, this is so relaxing and so chill. And then like
Boom,
the
drums.
entire drum and like synths and the violin, I think, came in. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And it was so beautiful, and it was great, and it was a perfect transition into Valentina, which is I think that was my favorite single other than Let Me Go. Like, I fucking loved Valentina. And then he went into Toronto.
Oh, 2014.
Toronto was crazy.
With Mustafa.
Mustafa fucking killed that.
Oh, my God.
That was really nice. I think, personally, I think the first half was a little better for me than the second. Even though we had a lot of the singles on the first half, I think I really enjoyed that. But, like, that's not to say the second half wasn't strong, because the second half was really cool with Superpowers and Homosexual, which is a funny ass name, but Ty Dolla $ign killed that shit. And then the song with Omar Apollo, I'm forgetting the name.
It's like in the middle of the track. I remember, but
it's some Buyer's Remorse.
Buyer's Remorse.
That one just so good, so good. I was really, this is the album we needed, especially after Case Study, because I think Case Study was cool, but it didn't have the same like emotion that Fruitian had. And I think he really delivered, especially given the circumstances that he was going through with like getting canceled and everything. Like, he really delivered and powered through all of like the hate that he was getting.
What's really cool about this album for me is that I feel like it was I feel like he perfected the sound he was going for in Case Study 01. I feel like Case Study 01 is similar in kind of in the energy and the atmosphere that it provides. It kind of feels like a nighttime atmosphere, at least for me, right, when I'm listening to it. And I feel like a lot of the soundscapes that he was going for on there are similar to what he was going on Never Enough.
Yeah.
But on Never Enough, I just feel like he landed. Like he figured it out perfectly, exactly what he wanted to do and what he wanted to cultivate here.
Even instrumentally.
Exactly. And you'll hear a lot of the same things, like these like sparse guitars, synths.
These really slow synths.
Right. Or really strong string sections. A lot of the drums
laid back drums.
Right.
Like really like groovy
rim shots.
Backbeat.
Yeah. And it's great. And just it was so refreshing. Again, refreshing is the same word I used for Tyler Creator. I'd use again here for this R&B album this year. It's definitely the best R&B album of the year for me personally. And it was just so refreshing to hear someone who is so determined to give us a world to live in when we go into his music, and is giving us interesting, thought-provoking songwriting.
Yeah.
That's really, really, really cool. Ochos Rios had me hooked off the start. Valentina, I actually didn't like as a single.
Really?
I didn't dislike it, but it didn't hit me like the other two.
Yeah.
Right, it didn't hit me like the other two.
But the transition.
But dude, when I listened to it on the album, the transition to it, I was like, oh my god, it's so smooth. It
right,
hit for me.
because it was like the fucking synth is crazy.
I think what happened is that when I went to first listen to Valentina and I heard those synths, I had a different idea for what the song was going to be. You didn't think it fit? I thought the synths were going to lead us to this super sad song on the beginning. And then it goes into this like real sexy like
so good.
Like it's hard. And so, but it didn't hit me in that moment because I think I had like an imagination.
No, that hit me. I was like, this is perfect. This is my song.
I think sometimes I don't know if you get this, but as a musician, sometimes I feel like when I hear something,
you take it a different
I start
direction.
to build it. Yeah, I start to build it in my head when I get given something like just synths on the
happens.
intro.
Yeah.
I just start automatically building it, and then when it went another way, I was like,
I always love when it goes a different way though.
Gotcha.
Because I'm like, okay, yeah, he could take it this direction, which I'm thinking he's going to, but then he doesn't, and I'm like, oh, that's so sick.
Cool.
Like, damn, yeah.
I get that, yeah.
Because I like that he even pitched it differently than the intro synth, and then he brought the speed up a little bit too.
and it gets picked up. Yeah, you're right.
I really like that. I thought it was really, really cool.
And what's cool about the first half of this album, right, is that you say you mentioned how the singles are on the first half of the album. And that was really cool for me because I felt like we got everything we knew in the beginning. So that way we got a bunch of just new content going after that, which is cool. I don't know if he did it intentionally or what, but
well, he did end up dropping, what's it? The outro, Ultimate or something like that.
Oh, Unstoppable,
yeah. He did end up dropping that like right before the album dropped.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, like a week before.
Okay,
maybe.
Gotcha.
And I didn't listen to it. I was like, I'm not gonna check this out. And but yeah, I'm sure a lot of people didn't realize as well. That's technically a single, but fucking yeah.
Yeah, the last one I listened to was Valentina. But that was really good. Toronto 2014.
I think that's my favorite track.
One of my favorite instrumentals because it varies up so differently. There's this part where it's just like these quiet, dark piano chords, and he just has the drums going, and it just feels so spacey. And I don't know, I felt like he was really mourning the past, you know what I mean? Like, he really genuinely, especially Mustafa, with Mustafa's verse and the lyrics there, like, he really wanted to go back in time to that moment.
Yeah. I felt it was just a very like draining song. Like it was very like slow and pretty, but also like I don't know, like kind of like tight. Like it makes you feel like all of the emotions in the chest, and it's like, oh fuck, like. And their voices blend together like so perfectly. Like just the way it transitioned from Mustafa to Daniel Caesar's was perfect, and how Daniel like goes on the drums section on that song too. It was such a nice song.
Yeah, I was listening to the album again on the drive here, and then when that song came on, I was like, oh my god, that's so crazy. Listening to Buyer's Remorse again, I don't know, I guess for some reason when I was first listening to the album, maybe because I did it as soon as I woke up that Friday. Yeah. But it just completely flew over my head, like what the lyrics were.
Yeah, that and Omar's part.
Yeah,
because Omar doesn't have a big part in that song.
It's not like a verse or something.
Yeah, he has like the last like 30 seconds or something.
That like outro. And to start Buyer's Remorse, he says, I guess I got what I prayed for. She's in my bed. And he pretty much goes on to say like, and it was so interesting when I was listening to the album and he's talking about wanting to be with this girl or whatever. For him to get to that point where it's like he got with the girl and now it's like not what he wanted, like now they're fighting and now so it's like after all this time of like wanting to be, it's like not even what he wanted. I was like, yo, that's so crazy, dude. Can you imagine like that? I don't know, that's so crazy to me. That was such a crazy
it's also
concept
like a very
for a song.
It's also a very like selfish thing, like oh, this is what I wanted and now there's all these issues, like because it kind of shows like how people are in relationships as well. They don't really want to work through shit. They just want to they want it for like the honeymoon phase type shit.
I think it also shows that a lot of people don't think about relationships in a healthy way. Like a lot of people think like, oh, if I go in a relationship, it's like some like dreamland so princess shit, like but it's not like that. You know what I mean? Relationships are work, and relationships are sacrifice and compromise and all that other stuff. So I think it was interesting. And he's a little bit toxic on this album.
He is.
Compared to like
like 40N or something like that.
Yeah, like it was very different. It was not always romantic. What is it on? Do you like me? He's like, at first I was fucking your friend. You know what I mean? He said at first I forgot how it goes.
At first I was fucking your friend.
Some shit like that. Yeah, it's like that. And he was like, "Are we wrong? I guess that depends." Yeah. Like, it was like, oh my god, like
he's fucked up on this album.
Yeah, that's the movie. He's really crazy. Yeah, he's crazy on this album. But I appreciate him being vulnerable in that way. You know what I mean? To like be honest and like the way that he was. I don't know if that story's true.
I'm hoping this isn't actually.
Yeah, I hope that's not actually true. But
I'm hoping he's just writing stories.
But the stories that he's telling and stuff like that are still like interesting and thought provoking, kind of like in the way Future is, because Future's toxic, and then it's like when you hear some crazy thing, it's like
Future.
Yeah, you know
a little bit
in a different way, like not in a Kendrick Lamar way. I mean, like you know what I mean, like
it's like it's different.
Hits. Yeah,
it hits.
So that was really cool to see. Definitely my favorite tracks were Pain is Inevitable, that string section
in the beginning.
Oh my god, the beginning strings are.
Oh, I forgot about that song.
I could have just listened to those like beginning string passages on repeat for 3 minutes, and
I was hoping he was gonna keep it throughout the rest of the song.
Yeah, I mean he does, but they don't do the same thing.
No, it's different.
Yeah, it's different, but it's so really good. The switch up is so good.
Yeah.
All the singles that I listened to, I really liked. Ochos Rios, Toronto. Honestly, the whole album.
I don't think there's any bad track on the album.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Anything else you guys say about the Daniel Caesar album?
I mean, just check it out. Like, just please listen to it if you haven't.
Absolutely.
I think you guys all probably have, and all probably felt the same exact ways we have. Yeah, it's a really beautiful project.
Yeah, I'm only seeing praise for it. But if you haven't listened to it, go check out Never Enough by Daniel Caesar. Amazing album.
Yeah.
We also got some singles.
Yeah.
We got
one of them is very exciting. Actually, a lot of them are pretty exciting.
Yeah, a lot of them are pretty exciting. Joey Badass one was great. Fallen, right?
I thought that was really cool.
That was great.
The cover art made me think it was gonna be like another
Love Is Only a Feeling. I was thinking the same thing.
I was like, oh my god, is this a part 2? I was like, oh my god,
the same thing, bro.
But then he got into some rap shit.
Yeah, for sure. That was cool. It was very confident. Really liked that. That seemed like a really cool Joey Badass single, and I'm excited to see that. That makes me hopeful that we're not gonna have to wait as long for another album from him. I hope.
I don't think that's the case.
You don't?
No, I mean, the reason I say that is because like this looks like another one of those, like, you remember the Revenge and the Light and everything like that. That's what I feel like this is gonna be, like, kind of, because like the single was like kind of that aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
So because it wasn't the same thing that we got for 2000.
Gotcha.
So,
what do you think? I don't know. I don't remember what we talked about. What did you think of 2000, the album?
We didn't really talk about it. I mean, I thought it was cool.
You thought it was just cool?
I didn't love it.
Gotcha.
Like, I don't know. There were tracks on there that I'm like, I never go back. Like, never go back to.
Gotcha.
But then, it's stupid. There's songs like Cruise Control that, like, sometimes I do go back to.
Yeah.
There's songs with the one with Jid. I think it's called
Loved
or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. That Jid verse was cool.
Yeah, that one I go back to, but it's like I can't even remember the whole track list.
Yeah, I get
but
that.
Like 1999, it's like it's completely different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's crazy how he made one of the best mixtapes of all time at 17 years old or something like that, right? He was 17?
Yeah, he was 17.
It's crazy. That's crazy. For 2000 I like it. I don't like it as much as 1999, obviously. I love 1999, but 2000 was really cool. And definitely has some songs I go back to, like Survivor's Guild and
Survivor's
like
Guild's different. I don't go back too much to it, but it is a really, really, really pretty song.
It's a beautiful song, one of the best songs of that year when it came out. So, new single was great. Shout out Joey Badass. Go check that out.
Yeah.
Drake also dropped a single.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Did we want him to?
Bing's production. The production on that song I thought was sick.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool.
Really good use of the sample too.
Yeah. He kept saying mommy in the song.
He did say mommy. He did.
Yeah.
He definitely did.
He definitely did
that.
Yeah.
And that was like definitely one of the mommies of all time.
Yeah, definitely one of the mommies of all time.
One of them. Definitely one of the singles of all time.
Definitely one of the singles of all time.
He's definitely not one of the best of all time.
Also, that's Kim, right? That's Kim on the end.
It's Kim.
So he tried to start smoke, right?
A little bit. It's a little toxic.
Because I don't understand what the point of that was besides to start smoke with Kanye.
It's just to show he can.
That's crazy. I think at this point I'm a little over the Drake Kanye beef. I thought they
were over the Drake Kanye beef.
I thought we were chill. But I guess not. Maybe there's something I'm forgetting.
This was a demo. This wasn't supposed to like really come out. And then like everybody on TikTok was like loving it.
Really?
Yeah.
So it was like a teaser first.
Yeah,
like people
he just
heard
teased it.
So I didn't even
hear. He had no intention of actually dropping this, to my knowledge.
That's crazy. I feel like I'm not on Rap Talk anymore. I don't know why. I feel like I got on Basketball Talk, Film Talk, all this stuff.
I'm on Cooking Talk. My entire page is just full of food. My girlfriend can attest to that. It's just food.
TikTok kicked me off of Cooking Talk. I have like a cooking collection like of saved, like different recipes. And I have like 50, 60.
That's fucked up.
And then they stopped showing them to me. Yeah.
They got to stop showing them to me because that's the reason that I start like Uber Eating some shit.
So we should trade.
I would prefer that.
Because I don't have the finance to Uber Eats it. So I can just watch it and not
and
like
just be like, oh, that
and
was
just
good.
suffer,
yeah,
that's
was
it,
good.
and just suffer in the moment.
Yeah, I wish.
Was there any other singles that dropped? No, I'm forgetting.
Yeah. K-Tramine.
K-Tramine, of course. I can't wait for that album featuring Pharrell Williams. I can't wait for that album. Yeah, I cannot wait for that album.
It's literally an entire dance album of Amine.
It's gonna be so good. I think it was Amine who said, right, like, we want you guys to dance this summer. I think he said that about the album, and I can't wait. Really, I can't wait.
And like, he showed how well he is at like doing dance beats and like and rapping on them with what was it, that mixtape that he dropped? The really small one, 2.5.
Yeah, like something like that. It was like point something. I forgot what it was.
That one was so cool, like with Charmander and
Charmander
like Van Gogh
fire,
and things like that. Yeah, those songs are really cool.
Charmander was fire. It was almost like a hyper pop.
Yeah, I want to see some of that on this album.
That'd be really cool.
And I really want to see what they're gonna do with features, because apparently they're doing features.
Yeah, I mean Pharrell
was the first single,
so.
And he mentioned Anderson .Paak, and I think Anderson .Paak would be
God,
perfect on this album.
Awesome.
It would be so cool to hear him.
And I think we're supposed to get an Anderson .Paak and No Worries album.
We are,
right?
Yeah, that they dropped a single already.
Right, with her.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I think this is gonna be like the year of collab albums, because we already got JPEG and Danny Brown to start us off. We're about to get K-Tramine. I feel like there's another one I'm forgetting.
There is another one. Jid and Metro Boomin.
Jid and Metro Boomin are going to do it. We got Madlib and Mac Miller.
Yeah.
And now, hopefully with No Worries. I mean, this is an amazing year already. It looks like it's going to be for music. It looks like it's going to be sick. Crazy. That's crazy. Like, collabs. And this is what artists have to do more is that clearly these are talented people. Just collaborate. Just do something together.
Getting out and just making music. It doesn't have to be anything fucking amazing, and it doesn't have to be anything like really conceptual, but just like make songs.
Dude, it doesn't even have to be an album. Do a single or do an EP. Like, just do something together.
Like, if we got like two of the world's favorite rappers or something to make like a collab project, like, it would be crazy. Like, imagine, like, I don't know, Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole.
Why'd you look at me like that? Okay, really? If we got that,
all they have to do is make songs. They don't have to do anything crazy. They just have to try to out-rap each other.
And
they already have shit.
And listen, I'm gonna say this, right? When we were having the conversation about a Kendrick and Cole album, a lot of people who weren't like super fans of J. Cole were saying that they can't do a collab album because Kendrick's gonna out-rap J. Cole in every song.
No, that's not true.
If anything about the feature run showed us, anything, it's that
that's not
necessarily true. J. Cole's gonna go crazy.
Maybe J. Cole back then, but J. Cole right now, there's no way.
No.
They're both gonna stand their ground. We know Kendrick's gonna go crazy, but we know Cole is gonna stand his ground.
We need that. Listen, I need either Kendrick Cole or I need a Kendrick and Jid song. I can't keep waiting.
I don't know if we're gonna get Kendrick and Jid.
I need.
I don't think we're ever gonna get Kendrick and Jid. Is the sad part about it.
You know what's so sad as a Kendrick fan? I don't even know when we're gonna get Kendrick next. Bro. I really don't. Like, I'm so happy we got Mr. Morale, but I'm not like.
Where's Baby Keem?
Dude, Keem's got to drop this year. Keem
hasn't dropped in a little bit.
Yeah, he's got to drop this year.
The fuck?
I need to hear what's next after
like
the Melodic Blue.
A little over 3 years.
Oh,
3 years.
I think 3 years.
3 years.
No, I think 2 years. Because he
was
did the
21?
Deluxe. He did the Melodic
Blue.
That doesn't
count.
Okay.
That doesn't fucking
So I think it was 3 years. I think.
That Deluxe was embarrassing.
It wasn't good. Yeah, it wasn't that good. But I'm excited for Baby Keem. I want new Baby Keem music.
Yeah. I need it. Just a single.
Yeah. But listen, really, if Kendrick and Cole drop a collab album this year, which they won't, but if they did, there will never be a greater year for collab albums than this year.
But not even this year. They just needed to drop it.
It doesn't matter. Literally, if they drop it in 2030, I will be there to listen to it.
Yeah.
Unless I die, but.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But I will be there to listen to it. We need that. The culture needs that. The people need that.
It would just be it would make so much sense. It would make everyone happy. If that's like their way of bowing out, that would be beautiful.
Oh my God.
Like, of their collective way of bowing out.
No, for real, like, they're not allowed to retire until they do the collab album. There's no way
Cole
they can make
said he gonna retire after the next two.
And
right?
I hope you just keep in the secret.
It's a boy and the Fall Off.
Yeah.
That's the next two.
He said the Fall Off was last album.
Yeah.
Which makes me really excited for the Fall Off. I hope that it's really probably like the best J. Cole album. Like, I hope it's like the perfect one. At least
I think it will, because that intro sounding crazy already. The
intro. Yeah, 1985. That's gonna be really sick. He's been working on it clearly for a long time. And I'm really excited for it. I want to know what It's a Boy sounds like. I feel like
I want to know what the sonic is gonna be like. I want to know how the instrumentals are gonna sound, how it's gonna be laid out.
In my head, it's
we
like
need a single.
She's Mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but I mean? That would be so pretty.
It would be beautiful.
That would be so cool.
And I back to the collab thing. We don't even need artists to collab with artists, even though that's really cool. Just an artist and a producer would be sick. Like, I just want to, you know what I mean? Like, especially, and you probably feel this way too, as a rapper, I don't want my career to end until I've had an opportunity to work with
everyone
the best
that producers. I could. Honestly, everyone that I could.
And and the best artists ever. Like, really, 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 I would be so down. I don't want to, like, oversaturate with solo albums in the future.
Yeah.
But I would have no problem oversaturating with collab albums. You know what I mean? Like,
there's no way to, because there's just so many people to make music with. So it's like
I want to get in the lab with Madlib. I want to get in the lab with No ID. I want to do like all these things. You know what I mean? I would love to just see what it's like to work with
like artists Monty in Booker our generation. Like that.
Oh my god, can you imagine? It's crazy.
That'd be fucking wild.
Yeah. So message to artists out there. Collaborate, seek collaboration, actually put in the effort and the time to collaborate.
Even at this stage, like, for as many people to work with, like, that's connections, that's relationships that you could build.
And listen, if you're an underground artist right now, like, the best thing you can do is allow yourself to be open to collaboration. Literally, you just put yourself in front of a new audience, even if it's a small artist, right? Like, even if it's an artist that doesn't have a lot of following, but you rock with them, right? And you want to work on a song together, go for it, because now they know about you. Now that's an audience of fans, even if it's 10 people that know about you that didn't know about you
exactly
before.
And don't ask for no money. Like, I feel like that's such a big problem with I understand we all struggling to make money out here, but like, in this music game, we can't gatekeep artists and beats and things like that with prices. And it's like, there's so many good people, like, with good talent and good, like, what's it called, ethics and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Like you and I, like, we're just trying to rap, like, and we can rap, but like there's people pay gating it, so we can't rap with the people we want to rap with.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I remember a couple years ago in my career, right? Like, if I've reached out to people for but like, hey, I really like your stuff, I would love to work on you on something. Yeah. It was always like, yeah, that's great, but my feature costs this much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like, you know, so it was always something like that. And I get it, because you want to get your bread up.
I get it.
You're an artist, you know what I mean? Artists, we're starving out here. Like, literally, it's hard to make money, right? It's hard to make an income as a musician. Even when you're big, it's hard to keep money as a musician, right?
Yeah.
So completely get that. But at the end of the day, like, there's so much gained opportunity for both people, right? When you do a collaboration, right? There's so much gained there. And
it should be based off, like, yo, I fuck with this beat, I fuck with your verse, I fuck with you as a person. Let's do it.
Right. And now that I garnered, like, a little more attention on TikTok and stuff like that, I have so many artists that come to me now asking for features, and I just do them for free.
Because why would you ask for money?
Right? Why would I make them pay? I know they don't have money.
Yeah.
I know that. Like, I know these people are young artists. I know they don't have money like that. They're not popping like that.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to take their money from them. You send me a song that's good, I got
I'll
you.
rap on it. Yeah.
That's it. If you seem like a cool person and you got good music, and I think I can contribute to this song, that's it. And that's it at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And you can't do every song, because some songs people are going to send to you and it's like, you don't really rock with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to not do a collaboration with them because they don't got the money to afford me. That shit's crazy, man.
Exactly.
Can't be doing that. You know what I mean? It's complex, because I get people just want to get income and they want to be able to sustain themselves off it. And for producers, I think it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Producers, I don't mind. Obviously, I buy beats all the time. Like, and it's normal. So producers, I get it. But it's like, if you're a rapper and you really genuinely like the song, like, I had someone tell me, like, yo, I really fuck with the beat that you sent me. My thing's like $120, but I'll bump it down to $100 for you. I'm like, bro, if you fuck with the verse and you fuck with the beat and you think the idea is cool and you know me as a person and you think I'm cool, why are you charging me $100 for?
Yeah.
Like it's like it makes no sense. Like other than the fact that like I'm trying to eat too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, come on.
Yeah, or if you're gonna do it, keep it cheap. This is especially more so for underground artists, like really underground artists who don't have like a large following for themselves. Like, why are you charging? You know what I mean? Like really, why are you charging? You know what I mean? Just do it for the love of the music.
Yeah, help us out. Like it's actually not even about helping us out. It's literally just like you said. It's about keeping this alive. We can't keep it alive if you not letting us.
It can't always be about money. You know what I mean? I think, and this is another good point to say, right? I think maybe work out, like communicate about getting royalties from the song, right?
That's
because
fine.
if a song's getting put out and it's getting,
some attention,
distributed, right? You want to be able to make royalties off the record, and that's very easy to do, at least with DistroKid, right? That's super easy to do. And that's very easy to talk about, and hopefully if they're a cool person, they're going to be like, oh yeah, got you, of course, let's do this percentage goes to you. And that's done, and that works it out like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like actually, like paying like a fee. I don't know.
It makes no sense. Yeah. Anyways,
sorry.
Other than the tangent, do what you want to do. But if you're an artist like us, collaborate as much as you can.
That's
get
our
out
recommendation.
there. Yeah. Get out there and do as much as you can, because it's just it's fun. Like it's just fun. So just do it.
And it pushes you. It pushes you to do different things. So yeah. Go for it, guys. That's our advice.
Yes, sir.
Advice for today. How's it feel to be in person, bro?
It feels amazing.
Okay, never mind. I shouldn't have asked. My fault, guys.
It feels great.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Okay. Was there any other?
What's up? What happened?
Sorry, I got butterflies in my stomach.
You got what? Check your finger.
What's wrong,
bro? You married? Talking about butterflies. Get the fuck out of here.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna cut that out. Anyway, sorry. Got something in my throat. Sorry.
What, you want me to start rapping? What the fuck?
Yeah, bro, that's my beat.
Give me a kick drum.
We should do a
freestyle.
No,
we shouldn't.
Yes, we should.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Dude, why not?
Shouldn't. Nope.
We also know NF dropped an album, but neither of us has got the chance to listen to it yet. So hopefully for next week's episode we can talk about that.
Logic got an EP dropping with Castro on Sunday. Very excited for that. That sounds like it's gonna hit.
We cheated a little bit. We talked about basketball a little bit during dinner.
Yeah.
But we do have some very disappointing news for the Dallas fans. The Mavericks won't.
Is it that disappointing?
It's disappointing for them. For the Dallas fans. Okay. For the Luka fans?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it's disappointing. The Mavericks are not in the play-ins. They did not make it. It's really crazy. It maybe will go down as historically one of the worst trades to ever happen. But I don't think it's Kyrie's fault.
It's not.
It's not at all.
It's just literally everyone else's.
Kyrie got to Dallas and did exactly what he was brought there to do, which was give you 30 points a night.
Yep.
And that's what he got there.
That's what he does. That's all Kyrie does.
And he's an incredible scorer, and that's what he was brought in for. Because the idea was that, okay, if you have Kyrie and Luka, you have the best backcourt in the league right now.
Yep.
What happened is that they said, let's get Kyrie and let's give away our only defense.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Let's give that's it. He's like, let's give away this player. That's pretty much our only defense at all. And so, in exchange for getting a combined 70 points a game, we are going to give up 120 points a game. And that's what happened. And now Dallas lost.
No,
and
it sounds like a worth trade. This sounds like a good idea. I would do that for my team.
You know, really, I can't even be super mad at them, but they are so screwed if Kyrie leaves now that he's
which he probably will.
Agency, which
I don't see
think
why.
He will.
After not qualifying, I don't see why he.
I don't think he wants to stay in Dallas. Yeah,
right.
I don't think he wants to suffer.
Who
with Luka.
wants to stay in Dallas in general?
I don't think Luka wants to stay in Dallas. He looks like he's done with that team.
No, but like he has to.
You think so?
Well, he literally.
Contractually, yeah.
Contractually.
But once that contract's up, I think he's gone.
Maybe.
I think he's on a max or whatever, and then once it goes up,
he might like Mark Cuban just that much.
Mark Cuban, you got billions.
Yeah.
Oh boy, a billionaire. So maybe. But yeah, it kind of sucks if you're a Dallas fan. But what can you do?
It's what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Maybe
go root
next
for
season.
like a good team or something. I don't know.
But dude, to go from literally being in the top 6 to being almost guaranteed to dropping off of one trade, and if I'm Kyrie, I'm pissed that I was in Brooklyn. A team that's in the playoffs.
Right.
A team that's was a top 6 seed when he was there also. Yeah. When he was also with one of the best players in the league, Kevin Durant, just waiting for him to come off an injury. Yeah. He decided to make that end of the deadline trade. Idiot. It didn't work out. Definitely didn't work out. It's hard to foresee, and I think he wanted to do the trade because he had so much value at that point where he clearly was. KD was out.
Yeah, but they were also at a point where they were losing every game. Every single game.
You know what I think did it? I think it was that Celtics game, bro.
I think it was the Celtics game, and I think it was our good friend that can't shoot.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't want to shoot. Yeah. I think Ben Simmons pissed him off a little much.
And I can't blame him for not wanting to play with Ben Simmons. But as far as and obviously there's probably so much going on. And I don't want to pretend like I know like the best decision for an NBA player to make, right? But
for sure.
I think if I'm thinking as Kyrie Irving, what's the best opportunity for a championship? I think I'd much rather stay with the Nets because the idea of Kevin Durant, clearly we saw he was synergizing with Claxton, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have KD that we know is coming back off of injury. I don't think they were gonna win a championship, but I think that was the best chance.
They can make it to at least like the Eastern
Conference Finals, right? Because listen, Kyrie is always gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
and I'm personally of the opinion.
They're two superstars.
I know maybe this is a hot take. I'm not sure. I think that if KD's shoe size was half an inch smaller, the Brooklyn Nets would probably have a championship. They would probably have a ring with.
Or if homeboy had any meat on his bones, just just a little bit more meat on his bones. If he wasn't that fragile.
But the fact that they were as close. I mean, that year, right, where it was Bucks versus Nets, that was pretty much the finals. Because Bucks versus Suns shouldn't even count as the finals. We saw the finals when we saw the Bucks versus Nets. And we saw the competition they put against who would be the actual champions that year. Yeah. And the very unlucky circumstance that prevented them from making it to Eastern Conference Finals and then I think would have won a championship. Because I think they could have beat that Suns team. You know what I mean? If I'm
Not
Kyrie...
the Suns team.
Well, now, yeah. But if I'm Kyrie, I definitely would have stayed for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But KD also did a smart thing because once Kyrie was out,
he's like, fuck that shit.
Well, Ain't no
way. There's no way I'm staying with this guy.
And now, him, that's the second part of this whole trade is that KD is with the Suns now, and they're the 4th seed, and they're looking like they might just go to the Western Conference Finals, in my opinion. I think if KD stays healthy...
No, I think they will.
I think they got it. I think the Suns are sick. They have not lost a game with KD on the roster.
Bro, I'm hoping they not only make the final or the Western Finals, but just the actual finals.
The finals.
I really want them to.
Do you want to see them take the whole thing?
No.
Okay, gotcha.
No. I mean, I like Giannis too much.
Gotcha. Yeah, I want Giannis to get a second ring too. I would love that.
That's not to say I don't want Jokic to make it.
I would love Jokic to get his
ring. Jokic does deserve it.
Yeah, I think Jokic has always gone out in the first round playoffs or the first round playoffs. You know what I mean? Even in his MVP season, the last 2 seasons.
Maybe, yeah.
I think he always had he hasn't had a lot of playoff success, and that's because honestly, he was on a team that wasn't very good. Yeah, you know what I mean? Despite being an exceptional player, and now he's on a team that actually holds their own. That's actually helping him.
Yeah.
They built around him. They're the 1st seed in the West. I would love to see Jokic also get that ring. But I don't know. I just have this feeling about the Suns. Even though I'm not a Suns fan at all.
I don't think they're going to win it, but they can damn well try.
Yeah.
They'll be really, really fucking close.
They're going to be really strong. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're going to be really, really, really interesting to see.
In the East, though, got the Knicks and the Nets up there.
Yes, sir. 5 and 6, I think.
Yeah. New York is gonna explode.
New York Knicks.
One of these days.
Yep. But what I unfortunately found out was that Julius Randle's out.
Oh, so unfortunate.
Your brother told me.
So unfortunate.
Listen, bro. That's unfortunate,
so sad.
bro.
Oh, no.
Stop, bro.
Poor Knicks.
Stop, bro.
Fuck the Knicks.
No, come on,
Brooklyn
bro.
Nets all the way.
Nah, bro. Listen, I rock with Brooklyn Bridges. I rock with Claxton. I rock with Brooklyn in general. But they're not championship ready, and they're not Eastern Conference final ready. New York Knicks, maybe for the rest of my lifetime, will not be either of those either. But
no. The next, who knows? Next season.
Maybe. Honestly, they have Quickly, they have Hart, they have Brunson, they have Randall. I mean, they're actually a sick team, and they had, I think, the second best winning streak for the East this season. I think only the Bucks had a crazier one, but they were going crazy. I mean, New York was on fire, and they're a really strong team, and they have a lot of talent there.
They do have to pick someone else up that can really run the court.
Probably, depending on how things go, and I don't know. I think with Randall out, I don't know if they can beat the Cavs.
That's why they need to pick someone up.
Right.
Because if the one player that you guys rely on is out of the game, then you need a backup.
Yeah.
I don't know who they could pick up, but
yeah, I don't know who they would end up trading for. You said something interesting today about if Kyrie went on free agency, if he would become a Knick. That would be really interesting to see what he would do there. I don't think that would make them championship contenders. But
I don't think
he
even would though.
You don't think he would go for it? I don't think he
would join the Knicks.
My theory is that Kyrie's going to go to the Lakers.
All right,
we are back. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. We didn't have enough space on the phone there.
Yeah,
I did. We were just talking basketball. We were talking about Kyrie.
Yeah.
We think he's gonna go to the Lakers. Off camera, your brother was telling us that
D'Lo and
Beasley would probably go out for him, but there might be a bit of a contractual money issue there. There was also the idea that he could go to Philly, depending on how Philly does. You know what I mean? They might want to blow it up because depending on how they perform in the playoffs.
Yep.
There's also the option of the Bucks, but I'm not sure because it would be sick, but the question is who do you lose? And does Kyrie really fill the role there? You know what I mean? There's a chance that this Bucks team is once again a championship team. So if you have something like that, for example, you know what I mean, if the Bucks go Eastern Conference Finals, or if they go championship or finals even, I'm probably not trying to change anything up. You know what I mean? Especially Kyrie. Kyrie's a bit of a wild card. You know what I mean? Historically for teams. So. Not because of obvious skill or anything like that, just because sometimes he doesn't play, sometimes there's a regulation, there's a rule, and there's a whole lot of things. So, he becomes a bit of a convoluted player in that way. Overall, really excited right now. Playoffs are really cool.
The matches are very interesting.
Yeah, excited to see with the Western Conference that 5, 6, 7, 8, seed thing that's in high contention right now.
Yeah.
I would love to see the Lakers barely clinch that 6-5. I don't know if that's gonna happen. By the way, Westbrook on Clippers playing a lot better. Really cool to see.
I mean, he's having fun. Yeah, he's finally having fun.
He's having fun, bro.
It looks like it.
Him and Kawhi are having fun, bro.
I see them smiling.
Kawhi is just one of my favorite players. I don't know why. I did just think he's so cool when I watch him actually play. And he's so funny. The way he is, his brand is, I don't know. It's just too hilarious. And it's just really cool to see them together. I think Clippers was a much better fit for Russ. I think they're letting Russ do what he wants to do.
It felt like there was a lot of and I don't say this to joke or anything, but there was some stress on the Lakers team, especially with LeBron getting injured and everything like that, and just LeBron and AD as players, I don't know, it put a lot of stress on Russ.
I think
especially the fan base too.
I think the Russ trade was always a bad trade, not because of Russ as a player, because Russ is an exceptional player.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was always a bad trade because I feel like him, LeBron, and AD all want to do a very similar thing.
Yeah.
And you already have LeBron and AD, which is obviously a super strong front for your team. But so when you add LeBron there, it's like you have 3 guys who want the ball, who want to dive in, who want to go crash the boards.
Yeah.
It's, and then so when you get Russ and you want to try and make him more of a shooter or just a facilitator, but that's not what he is. Obviously, Russ is a great passer, and I think an underrated passer.
Yeah.
But that's not just what he is. He definitely must show.
There, yeah.
Exactly. He wants to get in there. He's super athletic and aggressive in that nature. So I feel like it just wasn't a good fit for him. Plus, Lakers as a fan base, you know what I mean, are really aggressive and really like they don't tolerate like mediocrity. So if you're not playing your absolute best, you will hear it from the Lakers fan, and that can get in your head. Mental is just big a part.
It consistently did with Russ, because like you'd see every like post game he'd kind of get like somewhat grilled, and like on Twitter he'd always get grilled.
Yeah, and everyone was making fun of him. Yeah, and I think that first the beginning of the first season when he got traded, I do think like there was humor in it. Like I would say I was even a culprit of like joking around like that with friends. Yeah. But kind of as it kept going, it kind of felt like we were being too
like we're just
mean.
Yeah,
like it felt like we were being like we weren't just joking anymore. It didn't seem like it was like funny or whatever. It just seemed like people were just doing it, and I feel like you could tell that he didn't seem happy there. Yeah. And as a Russell Westbrook fan, I'm just so glad that he's out of there and he's at a place where he does look happy. He looks like he's playing better. Not looks like, he is playing better. Yeah. He seems like a better fit. He seems like he said himself that he feels like he's on a team where he's wanted, where people value him and want him there on the team. So that's really cool to see.
And I hope that continues. I hope they keep building the team as well. And I don't know. I want to see Russ kind of make it far, like even further than what they've made so far. Like further than the what are they? What seed are they?
They're
like
6th seed right now. Yeah.
I want to see them get a little further. Like it would be really cool.
And in their meeting of Clippers versus Lakers that just happened, Clippers won. They won pretty convincingly. And that's really cool to see. And I want to see Russ succeed. I want to see Kawhi succeed. I would love to see Kawhi get another ring at some point too.
That would be cool. But not this time.
I don't think this time because I think they said PG is out again. I don't know if he's going to be back for playoffs. Really? Yeah, he got hurt again. So I think then it's time to get into our recommendations.
Yes, I just had it. I literally just fucking had it.
I won't pull mine up.
We are back. Sorry about that. Now time for our song recommendations.
Yes, go for it.
All right. This is a song that was on my Discover Weekly on Spotify, and that was one of the worst Discover Weeklies I've ever had. But this song was so fucking good.
Okay.
It is called Black Tame by Topaz Jones. Okay. And it is so fucking good. Okay. It is so fucking good. You have to check it out.
Describe
it's like a soulful kind of not dance, but like it's just a very soulful track, and this dude like raps over it, and the hook is so like catchy and like vibey. It's really, really, really good. You were gonna love it.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Cool.
Kind of reminds me of Saba, but not entirely. Mm-hmm. You'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I think everyone's going to love that shit, so check it out.
Definitely go check that out.
Black Tame by Topaz Jones.
Black Tame, Topaz Jones. I definitely have to listen to that.
Yeah.
I'm stuck between 2. Choose 1 or 2, and I'm going to give that one.
2.
Ladies and gentlemen, my recommendation of this week is Paper Thin by Leon LaHavis.
Oh, my God. That's a great one.
This song is incredible. First off, I love that album, the self-titled album by Leon LaHavis.
That album is so good.
You gotta listen to it.
That shit is so good.
It's one of the best R&B albums ever.
Easily one of the best.
I'm gonna say it. To me, it is. It's one of the best ever. But that song in particular is so unbelievably beautiful to me. There was literally like 2 months that I couldn't stop listening to it on repeat. Yes, I literally could not stop. And this past week, I said, you know what? I want to listen to it again. And literally, I just thought about the song. I was like, I'm going to listen to it again. It's been super rainy weather. And I was just like, you know what? This is the song I need right now. It is an extremely heartbreaking. She's detailing the love she has for someone. At least is how I interpret the song. And how they're suffering with something. But they're kind of stuck within their sorrow, and she wants them to get out of it, and she kind of wants to get into their heart, and it's like, but she can't, and she can't like find the key to it, and it's literally like one of the most beautifully written songs I can think of right now, and absolutely it's something you gotta listen to if you like sad R&B, neo soul music. Her vocals are godlike. Yeah. The writing is amazing. The instrumental is intimate and melancholic, and by far it is one of my favorite R&B songs, one of my favorite from her, from one of my favorite albums ever. So that is my recommendation for today. Paper Thin by Leon LaHavis.
Never disappoints. I think it's Weird Fishes. I think that's on the album
sick
too.
Cover.
Right? Yeah, that's the cover.
Yep.
That was definitely my favorite song on that album.
Really
I really loved her version of that, and it was so pretty. She's always able to find herself in the instrumentals that she kind of crafts.
Yeah.
And she's able to go around and write such beautiful melodies, and she's able to introduce like a somber that nobody else really can.
I think the thing about her is that it's just so heartfelt, and it's just so, I don't know, it feels so natural. It feels like, I don't know, like almost like she's just talking to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she's really telling you how you feel. You know what I mean? Like a lot of artists write and you just feel like, okay, they're writing like really cool things, but it feels like almost like you're having a conversation about her, like, or you're seeing her like in a very like intimate moment talking to someone else, like a fly on the wall almost.
Yeah.
And it's just so pure, and it just seems so authentic, and I don't know, that's what I really love about her, and I love about that album is that whole album is just so intimate. When that album came out, I want to say it came out in 2018. I could be tripping. I think that was the year it came out. And
you might be right. Yeah, I think you're right.
That song, Courage, literally the entire year I couldn't stop listening to it. The entire year is one of the best songs ever. I don't even think it was. It's like the second to last or third to last track on the album, and it's just an insanely beautiful ballad, and also something you should listen to. I guess that's another recommendation. Good. Just listen to the whole album because
please
it is so beautiful, so incredible. If you like just good music, go listen to it. It's really good. Yeah. But yeah, that's our Leon LaHavis rant. She is incredible. Go check her out.
Listen to it, please.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 4 of the Listen to This podcast. Thank you so much for joining us today. Make sure to go check out all the music. Let us know if you enjoyed the basketball talk. I know that this was like our first real basketball talk.
We'll try to do it some more if you guys want it.
Yeah, if you guys enjoy it, we're going to keep doing it. All the love in the world for you guys. Keep being creative. Be happy. All the love. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. That's all.
Peace out. Thank you guys for watching.
Peace, guys.
You looking at her.
You know, I fucking hate you, man.
What?
I hope you die.
Damn.